I just want to finish this point, but about my experience. So big, right, young choreographer, and saying, okay, I want to create this deep work, because it also thinking that in order for work to be appreciated or something of value, that it has to be something that's quote deep, or something that is oppressive and heavy and weighted.
Hmm.
So being a choreographer, going in there and not realizing, oh, wait a minute. So even what you said, that choreographers are people, you're in a leadership position. I don't think this is something that's not, I don't think this is a perspective that's a general across the board. Because dance can be it can be very lateral. And
Hmm.
then, now I'm about to go into a whole other conversation. So I'm trying to like keep it on track. But dance can be,
Following.
you can make these lateral moves. And so to be a dancer or to be a choreographer, in one instance it can be, more or less than or whatever. But if we're teaching choreography, then we do need to teach it from a place of leadership. Hey, that you have a responsibility when you are directing these people and asking them to go these places and to do these things, that, okay, number one, like you said, are you willing to go there yourself?
Hmm.
And if you are there, you need to ask yourself why you're there. So going back to the point that we talked about before, doing the research of yourself. Because if you sit and you do the research of yourself, you will learn, all right, number one, well, I'm here because I got all this other stuff going around me and I want to use this work to process. Okay, well, if you're going to use that work to process, then what is like, are you going to be literal with these people? Are you just going to take one aspect? Are you going to be abstract and figurative? Or how literal are you going to be when it comes to presenting these ideas to people and then asking them to come into rehearsal, to embody this thing, to bring this thing forward over and over and over and over again, and then say, and then when you get to the stage, then not only do you have to perform it, but you have to live it and be it. Have you lost it? Especially if you're not going to, like you said, pull them out. It's irresponsible.
It's
It's
it's all a choice, and sometimes that's why I like to ask questions. Like,
Mhm.
do you know what this means? Are you willing to go there?
Yeah,
And like, you get to know them as
yeah.
people. Like, get to know dancers as people, not as just dancers. But again, that's just my process.
Mhm.
It is. I do secular things and I do spiritual things, and I combine them together
Mhm.
at times. And I just choreographed for a wedding,
Mhm.
right? Everybody does the fun, it goes viral, it whatever,
Mhm.
but it's also a sacred moment
Yeah.
for two people
One.
in love, and it's an act of God, and like
Mhm.
and there is ministry in that, there is spirituality in that,
Mhm.
you know. Something else like dancing for the Wizards or
Mhm.
the Redskins or the Cowboys. If you saw the documentary on
Mhm.
Netflix,
Oh yeah.
a very intense process, and you have to go there, and
Yeah.
it's not about being a
Come
cheerleader.
on.
It's about you as
Mhm.
a person. Like, so people see dance or dancers or people as this figure, right? We're public figures. We are dancers. We are this
Mhm.
thing, but it's all a process.
Yeah.
It's a process to get to the stage, to get to that stadium, to get to that. It takes a human to go through something,
Mhm.
to do the 5 minute, hour long, whatever you do,
Yeah.
and then have to be a regular person. Or, what I'm
Come
saying? It's like, it's,
on. I just finished pouring my eyes out on the stage. All right, now I gotta go work my gig in 30 minutes. I
right.
gotta go change my clothes and I gotta process and deal with
Yes,
people.
or be a mom,
Or
or
be
be a girlfriend, or be a brother, or be a
come on.
whatever. Like, and then there's still, it's like an actor. Like, what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, they do this movie or this film, and they're playing Jesus Christ, or they're playing some killer or whatever. It's a mental. It's like, what are you doing to heal after the
Yeah.
thing? Like, and like, I care about that process. All this goes to say, I care about that process. I care about the people that I may
Mhm.
have affected, whether positively or negatively. And I do take accountability and
Mhm.
responsibility for, you know, yes, it's a choice for them, but it's also a choice for me. We're going to go here. You have the choice to go. All right, let's go. But it's also like, what do you feel? What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
The moment
Mm-hmm.
I start every rehearsal, how does everyone feel?
Mm. Yeah.
Especially when we're starting in the evening time. Everybody's lived a whole day, a whole life, and I'm asking you to come to this rehearsal, and everybody's like, that's why I require people to not say good. Like, you can't
Mm-hmm.
do it. Like, not real. It's not honest.
Yeah.
So, you know, I create a space where people do feel very comfortable saying their truth about their
Mm-hmm.
day. And
Yeah.
that is one of the things I love most, because I get the control, or we get to
Uh-huh.
control where we go here.
Yeah.
Because now,
Yeah.
I'm on my period.
Yeah.
Cool. I lost my job today. Great. I had a good day. Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Today's not my best day. I'm here. Some, like, you get so many different variations of what a human experience is, right? It's 20 people in a room,
Yeah.
5 people in a room, whatever the count is. It is a very good place to start with. How are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And, and I
Mm-hmm.
genuinely ask that to everybody in the
Mm-hmm.
room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we start. We don't start with, girl, let's get this rehearsal over with. Yeah. Like, it's given, is everybody okay?
Come on.
If not, that's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes I'm not okay, but I'm
Yeah.
I'm here. And
Yes.
that's just honesty. So I think that is also too why, I could say some of the things that I do is successful, because it's human.
Mm-hmm.
It's human. Not We're not being robots. I can't do
Yeah.
it. I
That's a
can't tell. I leave myself. I'll be like, you know what, y'all rehearse. I'ma go take a walk. I'll be back.
come on.
Ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
Heck yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this actually goes right into that third point from what we were talking about earlier. And so your other principle in your process being operating in quality, excellence, and truth. So when it comes to talking about or how these things are manifested in your creative process, um, especially when we talk about truth, when we talk about excellence, right? Because excellence is not I think so. I think that some people get excellence and perfection confused, or they think that they're synonymous, or somehow they can
they
interchange.
can't.
And it's not the case. Perfection is not excellence. Excellence is a quality in which you go about doing something, and it's consistent, it's constant, it's something that you are always aspiring. There is no end point or no like okay and
Right.
no, where perfection very much is it's finite. It's very much finite. It's okay and it's perfect.
That's
So that's
it.
it. Where is the rest? Where does the growth happen if we're only striving for perfection? If I'm striving for excellence, then it's okay. I go back in, I get the feedback. Okay, I go back, rework it. Okay, boom, let's do this again. All right, nice. Okay, maybe not so much. Let's move these parts around. So, how are you in your process when it comes to quality? What when you use the word quality, what is it? How is it? How do you know that quality is existing right in front of you? Or in the work, how do you know when excellence is being presented, and how do you know when truth is either being brought forth or presented, spoken, or delivered?
These are good
Thanks for
questions. I just
sharing.
like you take notes like a motherfucker,
You
bitch.
already know.
I forgot I said any of that, but that
Then we
is
take it one step at a time. We take it one step at a
Baby, I need your notes, okay? Let's start with quality.
Okay.
Again, I remain flexible,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which means I use my heart, my ears, my eyes. I use all of my senses. I use everything to
Mm-hmm.
make decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I will edit and have
Come on.
no. Now, when I edit, it's always you just never
You
know.
never
But
know.
I will. No, I will. I will cut.
Come on.
I will
Come
add.
on.
I will change.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I will ask
Mm-hmm.
questions. I will explore. I will repetitively watch you do the same thing until I cannot do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
Where this has to change, or let me add this, or let me like quality is in to me when I'm like better, better. What can I do to make it better? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what can I do to make sure
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
effective? What can I do to make sure change is happening?
Mm-hmm.
What can I do to assure that there is a
Mm-hmm.
result, not the same thing? If I see it the same way, then it's not quality. It ain't growing.
Ah.
It ain't
So okay.
it ain't bad, it ain't good, it ain't work, like it's just flat. I don't like flat. I would prefer to see something terrible. That was horrible.
At least you showed me something.
Let's just show me something and come back the next day or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or that was horrible, more horrible than the other day. And then you see it, because I'm telling you, and then you're making changes. You get to make a choice.
um.
If I'm just like with nothing, how do you know it's bad? How do you know it's good? How do you know? Like, how do you know? I use my voice. I'm going to tell you
Mm-hmm.
when it's of quality and when it's not of quality.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is just from experience and knowing what I want to feel,
Mm-hmm.
not about what other people want to feel. Sometimes it's like, I don't feel it. I
Yeah.
don't see it. You see it? You do? I don't see it. Like, because everybody has their own
Yeah.
opinion. Like, I'm doing my best. Are you?
Come
I feel like you're
on.
doing the same thing. I don't feel like you're doing nothing.
Yes.
So if you reach the 100, then it's nothing I can do for you because that's your 100. Like, you want me to accept it, then
Come on.
I don't. I don't have to. Just like you don't have to accept mine. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So then you get to do something different or not.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make a change depending on how you respond or react. Because quality to me is continuous growth,
Mm.
continuing to
Yeah.
elevate, continuing to find excellence because there's no peak.
Mm.
There's no peak. I have seen my show, any show,
Yeah.
the best in the studio.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. Come
I have
on.
never seen a show I have created or worked on the best on stage
Come on.
because they get to make mistakes in the studio.
Mm. Mm.
And sometimes the best things come from your mistakes because it's human.
Yeah.
It's not about, of course, I want the steps to be correct,
Yeah.
but sometimes your artistry is better than any step I could ever think of in my mind to
Yeah.
give you.
Yeah.
Your choices sometimes make it. I can say do a double and you do five. Is that excellence? Is that quality?
Come on.
Or you can do an over as single pirouette and it's a
Come
moment.
on.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
what you give to the work. It's what you get, which makes it quality,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's what makes it the
Yeah.
thing. And then my notes, I'm be like, it was supposed to be a double. You did too much, or you didn't do enough. But I know what I choreographed. Like, you know
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta take the
Yeah.
L.
Yes.
I saw
The
you all out. I saw you loved it. So that to me, quality, right?
yeah.
Excellence. Feel like they can do a nasty battle for real.
Yeah.
Quality and excellence. I agree. perfection is not obtainable for humans.
Mm-hmm.
These frames aren't even perfect.
Mm-mm.
There's something about them that aren't, they may look perfectly even. Something about them aren't, it's not quite
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because a human made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that they don't look
Mm-hmm.
great or the measurements are off, but something is unleveled. Something is off. It's not perfection, although it looks
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's not obtainable. It's not real.
Mm-hmm.
A real thing. I think it's an idea. It's ideal.
Yeah.
Something you want to try. If it's perfect, be a feeling
Yeah. Or
that
unless you set your own, you set a standard of perfection for your, like, perfection for yourself, for whatever that is. Okay, it's perfect when it's this. Okay, if that's what you need for your peace, cool.
right.
It is what it is. But my bad. But keep going. Keep going. I'm listening.
Perfect for me. Perfect is excellence. Everybody did their best
Mm-hmm.
for this day, this
Mm-hmm.
moment. Yesterday was another day. Tomorrow's another day. But
Yeah.
for today, we all worked in excellence. It's a like-mindedness.
Mm.
Yes, we're on one accord
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah.
And when it's off, we spot it, we see it, we handle it. You check
Yes.
yourself, you get yourself together, boom, we back on board. Like,
Mm.
taking away humanity. No one's taking away your freedom. No one's taking away the things. But it's like we all want to work in excellence. I try to do it at all
Yeah.
times. Try. Human, I'm not gonna succeed at it. I know it's not, I can't always be excellent. And I get mad at myself when I'm not, but sometimes my 60% is enough because that's
Come
all I got.
on.
That's
60 is
all
a
I got.
100 sometimes.
It's a,
That 60 is my 100, and I am okay with that.
it's my 100. It's my
It's the 60
100.
is the
And
100. Sometimes
I'm,
the 60 is the 100.
I'm gonna make it quick on truth. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just try to be true to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I just try to be it's so interesting. Like, my parents always caught me if I was lying. Like, I could never tell a lie. I don't know if it's my face. I'm just a horrible liar. I wasn't born to lie. So honestly, even to this day, when I have to lie to someone, I just don't say anything. Like, because
Mm.
I want to just straight up lie to you. Like,
Yes.
so I think truth came to me when I was younger, and I just always practice or try to practice like truth. You know how people are like, I'm living in my truth, right? It's like so
Oh,
cliche.
yeah.
It's like, girl, are you really, or you just something to say? Just like, this is a safe space. It's untrue. No, it's
Come
not.
on.
You're gonna go tell everything I just told you. It's not a safe space. I try to just be truthful
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
as honest as possible with
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. The thank you for sharing that too. It sounds like it's a that quality, excellence, and truth are this trifecta, right?
Mhm.
So these three components where each of these things actually builds on and supports each other. So quality supports excellence, but because the quality is the output and excellence is the consistently going after and striving, and then truth is the thing that evaluates you, or like is what grounds you in, all right, is this really the quality that I can really do? Is this really that I'm working in excellence? And it's like if you take one thing away, then everything falls to shit.
Mhm.
So when if we're looking at it as part of your creative process, I think it's really beautiful to have these three things that are even outside of dance, right? You're not talking about, oh, this is a particular movement quality that I'm looking for. Like, you didn't even mention anything about that as far as the specifics of how you go into your work. You specifically were talking about, look, I do the research on myself so I can understand who I am, because as a director, as a producer, as a dance, and as a what I call you, a dance and a dancer designer. right? You're all of these things, but because you understand that these are roles where you are in leadership and you are guiding people through a process where they're walking blind. So if they're walking in blind, how are you being the light? Going back to what we talked about in the beginning, being the light that guides them through darkness, the tunnel, the thing that connects them from where they were to where the process being in it, and then even the process of stepping into the light, whether that is into the work, whether that is into them and their new selves. Again, like even with manifest, the people that shifted and changed, I mean, that process even changed me because it required you to operate, as you said, in quality, excellence, and in truth. And I'm like, yes, friend, yes.
I mean,
Okay.
I always
Mhm.
ask people, like, do you trust me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like literally. And I think people will say
Mm,
yes until we have to come to a road where you have to trust me if you want to do this, right? I have so many moments where I am testing people's spirit and I see it before they even see it. I'm like, okay, this is not going to be good one day,
mm,
and it's going to come, and it does. And
mm.
some people do not make it to the end of any process, and but I have had success of people really finishing.
Yeah.
When you think like I do, it is very driven by you, your spirit, truth, authenticity.
Mhm.
And it's not just I'm a dancer, step into the room, do this step. It's very much that, but all these other aspects of yourself that I am not only asking, it is a requirement, not by me saying you must, but
Mm.
it's choosing to, because it's
Oh,
still,
yeah.
I have never made anybody do
That's a
anything.
fact.
They have chosen to go on this process. Even when I say all the time, resentment is going to come. You're going to resent me. You resent the process. You're going to resent all of it. And are you strong enough to go through the darkness?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like when we first started. Yes, I was the
Come on.
costume.
Yep.
The dance.
We gonna dance.
Yes, cute. That's cute. Till we're in the process, or you're in the process on your own, because I'm on a whole nother, I'm ordering costumes, I'm figuring out set design, and you like whatever you're experiencing at home in the studio, whatever you're carrying,
Yeah.
that I can see, that other people can see in the room,
Mm-hmm.
that you have to address if you want to continue the
Yeah.
process. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
tough. Sometimes you don't get that relief you've been looking for after a 3-month, 6-month process until the week of the show. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Some people it starts right away. Some people it's a process.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I'm always
Mm-hmm.
grateful. I'm always leading with this side of my artistry first before the choreography comes in,
Yeah.
before all that comes in, because it
Yeah.
requires that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about my steps, and I make it up like anybody. My body, I listen to music, I do anything else a choreographer would do.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in my ears all the time? Yes.
You got to stay connected
Am
to the
I
work.
closing my eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Like anything you do to choreograph, I probably do it
Mm-hmm.
as well.